Hello children, today we will learn about balanced diet. But before this, let us understand what diet is. Diet is whatever we are eating throughout the day, starting from our breakfast to the dinner and whatever we are eating in between. It could be the snacks item which you like to eat, which you love to have, like drinks, cold drinks, chips or burger or pizza, chow mein, all those things will also come in your diet along with the regular food item which is prepared at home, like the rice, the dal, vegetables, fruits, salads, curd, cheese, paneer, etc. Whatever. These are so many items are there, and whatever you are eating throughout the day would form your diet. Okay. But why have we added the word balanced here? Balanced means to keep a stability, to maintain. What are we trying to maintain in diet? We are trying to maintain the intake of all the components of food which you have learned earlier. Let us just look into it once. We have energy giving food which has carbohydrates and fats. Then we have bodybuilding food which comprises of proteins. Next we have protective food comprising of vitamins and minerals. So energy giving food, carbohydrate and fats, bodybuilding food, proteins, protective food, vitamins and minerals. Apart from these components, we also need water, and we also need roughage. Water is necessary for digestion of food, and roughage gives bulk to the food which we are eating. So when we are eating anything, we need to keep these things in mind, that all the nutrients go into our body properly. We should not focus on one thing at particular and leave other things away. Okay. Now, when we have learned this, let us understand what is balanced diet. So, we'll see the definition of balanced diet. A diet which comprises of all the components of food in proper amount is called a balanced diet. A diet which comprises of all the components of food in proper amount is called a balanced diet. So a balanced diet will have proper amount of carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins, minerals, water and roughage. All their components would be present in proper amount. Now I'll ask a question to you. Do we all need the same amount of food? amount of food. Think of a small baby. A baby who is 2 years old. And think of yourself. You are in class 6 now. Is the baby and you, is the food of baby and your food of the same quantity, of the same quality? Are you eating everything equal? Or do you think you are eating little bit more than the small baby? You are obviously eating more than small baby, isn't it? So, there are some factors on which the requirement of food depends. Let us look into it. Factors on which diet of a person depends. I'll rub this one so that you are able to focus on the question. So, factors on which diet of a person depends. Number 1 is age of the person. Number 1 is age of the person. A small baby and you, though both are not eating same quantity of food. Similarly, the small baby and his mother won't be eating the same amount of food. Even you and your father won't be eating same amount of food. The food would be different. The quantity of food would be different. So, the diet depends on the age of the person. First one. Second one is occupation of the person. A person who is sitting and doing his work, like an officer who works in the office. He does not have to move around a lot. But think of a teacher who teaches in the school. She has to go from the staff room to the classes, go to the other parts of the building of the school, go to the field for some duty, go to other parts and maintain. Also, when she is teaching, she is mostly standing, going around between the rows of the children. The rows are there and teacher goes around and sees whether everyone is doing the work or not. So, do you think the occupation is an important factor on which diet will depend? A person who is working more will require more amount. See, think of a farmer. A farmer works in the field, goes to the field early in the morning, completes his work, comes back at home. Obviously, he would require more food than we are requiring, isn't it? So, factors on which diet of a person will depend are two factors. Number 1, age of the person. Number 2, occupation of the person. I hope this balanced diet and the factors on which it depends is clear to you now.